Hello, hello everyone. Okay, so first of all, back out of this. First of all, they finally did an update today, and we got a bunch of new things here. First off, we got the Mighty Morphin Dino. We also have the Dululu coming in September 19th. So make friends, break alliances, and be the last player standing. We also got some new merch and such. The Batmobile is coming. Alright, let's take a look at the shop here. Still got the Power Rangers, of course. That's pretty much has been the season centerpiece. Don't forget the settings. Never forget your settings. We're good. Okay, so we don't seem to have too much new with that. It's a pretty good one. Got Marvel back when it was just here at the debut of the Blitz Marvel, so I'm not quite sure as to why we just got those back, but they are here. Okay, they are here though. They are here to stay. All right. I think I'll start with Save the World. Not honestly, I want to start with Save the World here. Get this out of the way. We're doing a streamathon tonight. And we're going to be hitting as much as we can just tonight alone. So after this, it'll probably be either For Honor or Destiny, and then once we do the For Honor, then we'll do Destiny. And if you guys know me if you guys have me on YouTube, also go there because in the AM we'll be doing Wushang Fallen Feathers. I actually haven't been able to stream it because I've been either busy or actually tired. I've been trying to get some sleep this week, so I actually haven't been up as late as I have been as of recently, so I've been trying to do better with that. Just call it there. That's freebie. And I want to run one of my galactic ones. I'm feeling like I want to be noticed. There you are. Heck yeah. And we'll do a quick one of these. At least I hope it's quick. We'll probably do. I think we could do supply and get away with it. I only need one match. So we won't be here for very long. Actually, there is a save the survivors here. I still need to do that. Okay. Be sure you guys are doing the adventure mode. So despite what you guys have probably seen about how Fortnite is performing, it's pretty evident that we're just Fortnite is just not doing well in general. So, but you know, it wasn't expected to be on top like forever. I just checked the statistics and the numbers don't lie. You know, zero build is still rather high with 150k, and regular has around 80 to 90k players. This is definitely a downside. Not too long ago, and I do mean pretty much at the beginning of the year, we were seeing well in the millions or so.
This zone is about to get clobbered by a
So seeing this is a bit of a discouragement.
We've got 20 minutes to evacuate the survivors.
That doesn't mean
we are hanging out together.
You should stop playing. Late at night for sure is not a good time to be playing Fortnite because the matchmaking is pretty bad. You will get a majority of bots. I did upload a video today of a whole ranked match that I had not too terribly long ago. So obviously ranked 0 build could be getting pulled. However, if Epic is smart, they can rely on using Blitz as a way to recover. It would be a better idea right now to actually rely on that mode. Part of the issue is the Battle Royale genre in general. It's a bit expired. I'm not going to lie. I think the Battle Royale genre is a bit expired. So that's a bit of a problem.
Someone take our picture.
Okay, so it's a bit of a problem. And if it's gonna
danger
have a chance to make it, hold on.
This is what friendship looks like.
Okay, hold on a second.
Leave my friend alone.
Okay, I'm not quite sure
Someone
as to.
take our
Oh, okay.
picture.
We're okay. Okay, I got a little bit of a delay here.
We're getting close.
No.
Whoa, this tree is all scratched up.
This is the sign I was afraid of.
Sign?
Together.
Right. The one I talked about in the extremely important memo I sent out to everyone in
Okay,
home
they also
base.
did
The one marked urgent, please read.
Okay,
This is important.
Oh, right, that memo. Of course, this is the sign. So, because of what you said in the memo, which I totally did read, we should find more of these scratched up trees?
Another of the scratched trees.
But what does it mean?
I explained it all in the memo. Remember? The one you totally read?
Right. I mean, wow, these
Whoa,
scratches are exactly what you talked about in your memo. Let's find more.
Okay. Ah.
More of the ominous scratchings.
Whoa, they look just like you said they would.
Thanks for coming so quickly, Dennis.
After I read your memo, I had to.
You read the director's memo?
It
Interesting.
said urgent, please read, this is important. What else was I gonna do?
Intend to read it, but binge watch a marathon of Beyond the Stellar Horizon instead?
Okay, hold on a
Get
second.
away from them.
Could be a little bit too
Saving
low
lives.
there.
How are things?
Survivor in danger. Another one.
Someone take
These markings are directions for the wolf pack, just like you said.
Okay, I didn't read the memo. I'm sorry. Wait, directions for the wolf pack?
They mark out a path for the traveling wolves to take.
To get to the Super Blood Pack Stravaganza, which you would know if you read the memo.
There we go.
Taking it pretty well.
No, you weren't.
There we go.
Let
think
me
I got
just
it.
enjoy this
My
moment
audio
where
was-
I did something
was
better
off
than
here.
Ray. Okay, let's go.
hanging out together.
Drop it down just a little bit. My audio was a little bit too high. Okay, I think that could work. It shouldn't be picking up too much. Okay, so what can we do? What can
Someone take our picture.
Fortnite do here? Well, you got one of two options. You can utilize you can still utilize a reset with the new chapter function. So chapter 7, they can still
Everything is
kind of go
fine.
for more of a full-blown reset
Survivor in danger.
for when chapter 7 comes around. Okay.
Incoming!
Or
This is what
if that's
looks like.
not going to work, you can keep utilizing Blitz, but not in a way where you do a whole season focused on Blitz. See what I'm saying? Like it is good to hard focus on a mode that obviously is very, very popular. Like when Blitz first came around, it was the only mode doing well above 500k for a while. So that should tell you that they're doing something right with Blitz. It's still popular, still popping off. Everyone seems to enjoy it. So why not keep on using it? Okay? Like why not just keep on going
Survivor in danger.
with Blitz and utilize it to its maximum capacity?
This is what friendship looks like.
I mean, it would be a good idea.
Good save.
Because again, I'm seeing a lot of people streaming more and more of Blitz than doing a full match. Because granted, a full
My watch.
Battle Royale match, averagely now, since the matchmaking has been so bad,
Someone take our picture.
and bots, majority of the bots just kind of hide. They hide or they track other players, and they just try to zero in on other players' location. And well, since there's very little players right now, they don't really have anyone to target. So they're kind of, a lot of the bots now are just kind of wandering aimlessly
How'd that feel,
looking
Connor?
for targets.
Your eternal soul lightning yet? I don't know. I didn't feel much of anything.
So it's very interesting.
Don't worry. There's still like 5 of these goons left, and we'll save Needle for last.
We are hanging out together.
But one thing's for
Nothing.
sure,
I just can't help shake the feeling that maybe there's something I'm not remembering. If only my stupid ghost brain could concentrate. No, we just need to smash more graves. I'm sure of it.
How are things?
where is some?
Survivor in danger. Another saved life.
I need blue glow desperately.
Aw, you make it look easy.
Fine.
Okay, here we go. So if they continue to utilize Blitz, which is a good idea, regular Battle Royale is taking too long to play. 15 to 20 minutes a match. Not a whole lot of people want to do that. People want to play other modes. People want to, get more content. So
I thought I heard the telltale signs of graves being crushed by the fists of vengeance. It's a sound that I, Lane, know well.
Ooh, hey, Cloaks, how you holding up?
Well, my brain feels like it's being put through a taffy puller. But other than that, utterly terrible.
Yes.
No idea what he's saying, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
I think this person took up all the blue gold.
So, how goes your quest for vengeance? Feeling the icy cold yet satisfying embrace of grim retribution yet?
You know something? I thought I would, but I just sort of feel... nothing. Just a little bad for breaking those tombstones.
Huh. Not even a teeny bit of righteous fury.
No. She will. Don't worry. We're just about to get to the main event.
Okay, let me see here.
Okay, that was all of Needle's boys. Felt good, right? Little bit of vengeance for whatever they did to you? That's just it. I've been trying to remember what they did to me. But it's just a blank.
They say you can be blinded by rage. Maybe you can be amnesiaed by vengeance. No, that's nothing. Sorry I said anything.
All that's left is Needle himself. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, I don't think
We're gonna need a bigger base.
there's not a whole lot left here.
Check your map for the location of the medkit.
This is what
Another one.
friendship looks like.
All right.
Yeah, we got two big games that are just not
More
doing
humans,
very well.
fewer corpses. Win-win.
So, that do it? Do you see a light? Feel yourself heading through a tunnel? No, I'm sorry. But I don't think vengeance against these guys was the answer.
Don't worry, little ghost gun. I'm sure you'll find your afterlife's purpose soon. Or my social security number isn't... Oh, God, I gotta go.
Keep up the good work. You saved everyone.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do yeah, no, Fortnite could be in all kinds of trouble. Could be. I'm not saying they are, but they could be in all kinds of trouble. They're taking a risk at doing
Oh, good.
proximity chat.
Sorry you had to go with Kevin.
I don't know. He seemed pretty nice to me. Well, you're a ghost trapped in a gun, so I think you just don't get out much. Oh, you're still a ghost trapped in a gun.
So what we're going to do is, so obviously that's out. So let's see what we can do around. $150K, it's not bad. So he goes rogue. Huh. So is it a single person that has that, or is it multiple people? Isn't that teaming? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's see what we got. Cap Factory. So no new POIs, which makes sense because the last update we did get a new POI in the tunnel. So it doesn't surprise me that we did not get a new POI now with this update. I did not realize there are a lot of POIs we have. Either we need to cut down on that, or we gotta witness this for the arrival. Search meteors or premium supply. Talk to. Okay. No damage. I didn't check if you have to do if you have to if it's just leveling up, or do you have to do these if you have to do these quests here in order to get the season pass skin. I did not check that out yet. I just hopped right in. I was a little anxious to get on because I actually have not been on to game today. I've been busy doing yard work, getting out with the wife, and I had to take the dog out for a walk. So yeah, I actually have not been online pretty much since last night. So I'm going to be up, but I'm not going to be up too terribly late. I'll start working. It's the weekend. Probably won't see a stream out of me this weekend though. So keep that in mind. There will probably be no morning stream. Might do For Honor, I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Since I'm so close to being done with Fortnite, I might put Fortnite down for a little while, take a break. Like I normally do with any game that has a season pass, I tend to do that. Yeah, I tend to do that. Whoa! I thought they were just keeping that in ranked, but no, it's here. You do earn, you just have to earn levels. And how many levels is that? 24? 24, 25. Okay, wow. Wow. Normally it's just 10, but they must have a lot of pieces they want to get out to you. That's fine and dandy. What we got here? Not really impressed as to what we got there. I don't like that selection, but it'll work. Have you guys noticed it, with depending on the spot that you are at, The yeah, these cartridges tend to land like really far away. Has anyone noticed that? Like I've noticed it's been getting a little bit worse. I mean, I get it, they were doing damage to people at the beginning of the season. It was doing damage to people, so they probably just put it at a distance. That way it won't harm you. They probably just don't want to. I know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's like I would put my shield on. I don't have another guy here. Got two of these guys. I got a car. Dude thought he could just pull up and take me out, but not that much of a pushover, man. If you're gonna pull up on me, you gotta be ready for a fight. You gotta be ready for a fight, bud. I was ready for a fight, and I don't know what you came with, but you came with no fight, my guy. The frames were just... Alright, well, obviously the event is not really good for frames. That frame dropped. Really. Holy. Helps. Let's see here. That was a rough one. Yeah, I noticed that the feel just shifted. Like everything was kind of moving slower. It's like, oh, this doesn't feel right. So I think that's one thing I don't like about some of the worldly events that they're doing. They're cool, they're fun, but man, the drop in FPS for console is just like, it's horrendous. It is so bad. I knew they were going to come out with easy weeklies. Yes, sir. These are easy weeklies to do. I knew they were, since they were late because of this update. You know, some say, oh, they only pushed it just because of the update. Well, honestly, I think, considering how the weeklies are, they have nothing to do, really, with the update. I think they just did it because they just thought, hey, why don't we just stall the weeklies again? And, you know, they haven't. And I did see that ranked 0 build only has 2K in it. So wait a little bit later, like in the AM or so, that's where I have that match done in ranked. I think I did that match like 3 or 4 AM in the morning, and that's what happened. I think I probably had like, oh wow, they actually brought that back in regular. Holy, too many shotguns, man. There's, in my opinion, there's too many shotguns in this game. Too many shotguns right now. Not quite sure how he got away with that, but I think this guy. I don't like this guy either. I'm very picky when it comes to my weapons, dude. I'm not sure if I'm in full agreement with having jump pads. Whoa, that was a beam. Holy cow. Hold on a second. Hold on a second there. That was a little bit too crazy, dude. He wasn't hiding a thing. He was not hiding a thing. He wasn't hiding it at all. Took one look at me and just beamed. Let's see here. I don't know about this whole season deal, though. Granted, Fortnite is at its worst with performance, but I don't think we should really say that Fortnite... When you say a game is dying, you know, there's a misconception there. Because when people say a game is dying, that means it's no longer pulling players, it's no longer making content, it's no longer... it no longer has a player base. You know, that's a dead game. Obviously, Fortnite is still making content, pulling players. It's just not doing it at the capacity that we have grown to. We're so used to seeing Fortnite in the millions all the time that seeing it now, which is not the first time. There was a period in Chapter 3 where they were kind of struggling. Actually, every chapter just about they were struggling because when Season of the Red came around back in Chapter 5, um, you were not seeing a whole lot. Like you were almost seeing these numbers still well in like the 3K area, I would say 300K area. Oh man, someone's lagging in here. 200, 285, 414. Okay, this whole update is not, yeah, it's not going over very well. I really don't think Epic tests, like pre-tests their content before releasing. I've said it before, I don't think any game company even uses real game testers anymore. Because stuff like this, you know, if you had a game tester from home testing this stuff, they would easily come out and say, hey, you know, we have a ping problem. Let's try to solve it on our end first, you know, before releasing this update. Because as you guys saw, or you've seen my streams before, that I don't normally have this problem. So for it to be this bad, it's a little bit of a shocker. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a shocker to see the ping this bad. See, it's when you see a game kind of struggling to keep up the same pace as it's always been, very much how we are used to with Fortnite, what we're seeing now, that's when people lose interest. But hear me out on this one though. We are having the same exact problem with hero shooters. If you go to when Marvel Rivals popped off, it had well over 1 million players. Now it's struggling to keep 100K. And Overwatch is surprisingly popping off. Okay. And with today's games being, well, I hate to say it, but they're being less engaging as far as gameplay. They're too cosmetic. You know, there's too much cosmetics that players want. And players are more interested in what you can buy in the store than actually playing the game. So, you know, with that being said, when Battlefield 6 comes around, and if they are saying that they're going to completely redo what we know now of cosmetics, it could easily take over. I'm at 60 FPS here. 60 ping, 60 FPS, everything's at 60, 63 ping. So everything has suddenly calmed down, which means there was probably somebody here with high ping. Which kind of tells me they do not really have a, there really is no type of moderation or anything for players with bad internet. And that gun is very unsteady. It used to be so good, but it is extremely unsteady. I can't use that gun. That assault rifle used to be so good. It is horrible. I think they made it bad on purpose. The recoil was bad. so far the performance not too great. But yeah, the update I haven't really gotten to experience it yet. I might have to adjust my sensitivity for. Well, here we go. Hold on, it's lagging. Hold on. Back up to that ping. I ping again. Watch, when I switch over to OG, it'll probably be a lot better. Not gonna lie, it'll probably be better playing OG tonight, dude. Should I do Blitz? Should I do Blitz? I'm wondering if I should do Blitz or not. Nah, I don't really like what Blitz is right now. Blitz was good, but I'm not really digging it right now. I'll probably run it like once the Marvel thing has passed. Hold on, we are kicking up to near 400 and now we're dropped. So it's like at the very start, it's high. I just got to 100. My goodness. Fortnite, epic. You guys gotta pre-test your stuff. You guys might think there's really no way to test ping. Technically there is. If they were to utilize people who work remotely to test their game, technically they could. Have certain employees from certain regions kind of test things before they release it, because they can do that. They can do that, but they're probably not going to. Kind of give you guys the illusion that they can't really do that, but what do I know? Yeah, that's like one thing that's really hurt them throughout this whole chapter, is that they don't seem to, it really doesn't seem like they're testing their stuff. And I personally have tried going on their website and emailing them whether or not they'd be hiring remote game testers to test the game before it releases a new update. Kind of have like a regional, person to kind of keep them in the loop as to how the game's doing. It might sound unbelievable, but there is a way to do that. It might also sound like they wouldn't care to do that, but no, they could do that. They just don't want to do that because just throwing a sponsorship or a partnership at a streamer is cheaper. Can't put it on the street. Any reason for that? Is there a reason for that? I don't know. I don't know why they would prevent you from putting that on the street. But here we are. And we're stuck with this gun here, which is not the most consistent weapon in the game right now. It used to be a very good beamer when it came out in Chapter 3, I believe, if I recall correctly. And it held a very dominating spot throughout the entirety of the chapter. Also doesn't help that the theme is versed swords. Mind you, that takes a lot. That does take a lot, if you think about it. That takes... The ping spiked. I was not paying attention to the ping. I did not see if it spiked or not. Yeah, I did not see whether or not if it spiked. I'm trying to get an OXR or something a little bit better. Kind of want that. Really want that OX. Alright, man. Tempting. Again, the frame rate dropped. I hit him for 100 with the it's like that slight frame drop as when you're engaged in a fight. It just, I don't know, man. I gotta check out, see what happens when that thing is active, because yeah, it's really messing me. It's messing with the console here. Where's this plastic wrap? I gotta do some cleaning here, but I can't find my wife's plastic wrap. Put something away. Oh, and don't mind my character walking around if it is. I have drift stick in like both my analog sticks. Could be the main reason why I'm not playing good at all. I need to get a new controller for sure. That won't happen until like December, so. But I should be good till then. The drift is pretty bad, not gonna lie. Majority of my fights I'm fighting the drift more, but I should be able to get a new one in December. Trying to probably going to switch over to OG, see how that's performing, because I feel like OG could possibly be performing better right now. Because this isn't doing so good. I ain't getting anywhere with this. Plus my drift is getting worse. Where's my air spray? Oh, it's way back here. Hold on a second. Gotta do a little surgery. Hopefully that helps. I had to do a little bit of a spray. I don't have anti-drift analog sticks. Then again, there's really no such thing as anti-drift. I have had an anti-drift controller before. And before you guys say, oh, well, you probably just got a bad batch, got a bad controller, get another one. Ooh, my drift is gone. First of all, there really is no such thing as preventing drift. Okay? Drift is inevitable. Okay? I've learned that over the years of gaming. Drift is inevitable. If there's one thing I find kind of funny with a lot of these gaming companies, now this one's for this is for all the console making companies. Why oh why do we not have in like our settings, whatever, why do we not have a setting for dead zones? This has been a mind boggle with me personally as to why we haven't had a way to set Gotcha. Ooh, he's mad. Nah, can't do that right now. What do you mean I can't do that right now? You see that? It actually prevented me from bouncing away. Why did it do that? There's no explanation for that. I was well out of radius of the airstrike, and yet it still had me. Because I know it locks you up. I do know that it does lock you up, so why on earth are they doing that? Like, why did it seal me out? See, again, it's the little things that they're missing and they're not testing. These are the sort of thing that you would use actual testers for. Because if we have testers around the country or around the world that work remotely, they can tell you, hey, they can give you data from all corners of the world. They tell you, hey, you know my qualifications, you know my internet statistics, my internet requirements, yet I am getting this ping. You know, it's those sort of things they could be doing, but they're not doing it. Why? Well, because it's just cheaper to use a content creator. See if I can get to, because I have to do damage with a legendary or better. No. I've noticed also less cars. Must be putting me in bot lobbies. Oops. Wrong button. I know I didn't do any damage on that one guy, so... What the heck is this? Okay. Currently there is an issue. There is currently an issue Denied. Interesting. I lit that car up to near one shot and he slips away. The vehicles I think could use a little bit of a durability nerf. Not gonna lie, it could use a little bit of a durability nerf. This is just proof that I would make a better tester than whatever they're using. You guys are probably going to see a lot of things that I discover that, let's be honest, they don't really consider is going to happen. I was taking my application very, very seriously when trying to get a game testing job, and you kind of come to the realization that they're not, the reason they're not hiring that's dangerous. What the heck is that gun? That's a terrible gun. That's a terrible pistol. That is a terrible weapon. In all honesty, that weapon is terrible. So, my rating for the new update, it's pretty low. I mean, it's not helping the game much. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's not really helping. I can see why we're only at 150k, but it is not helping. The performance is pretty bad. Like I said, high ping across the board. Having high ping in games is never fun. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are happy because we actually got a proper update, but in my mind though, bro, this hasn't really helped. You know, it's kind of put salt on the wound. It hasn't helped much. So, Yeah. I'm not saying I don't dig it, but at the same time, I don't think it's helped anything. It's good to see that it's updated. It's good to see the slight spike, but I think we're kind of entering the early stages of Fortnite could be finally seeing the dark here. Um, it's what I consider it's what I would call the dormant state. The dormant state of a game is when a game starts to not have good content. It's kind of slowing down. There's been talks that they're going to start bringing back certain outfits and skins and whatnot from previous seasons. So if you have crew, apparently people who have crew will be the only ones that have access to that. So that tells me that they still want to keep providing content, but more than likely, the only reason they're doing that is because the game's not performing too well. There's other games to play. I don't think it's as much as Fortnite is boring or dead or anything like that. There's other games now that people can finally opt to play, and we don't have to rely on Fortnite so much. So now Fortnite might drop down to the average performance of a game instead of always overperforming, always being on top, always, we know what kind of game it is. It's a very collaborative game. It can collab with just about anybody. So they'll probably keep bringing in, celebrities and, they keep doing icons and whatnot. They'll probably keep doing stuff like that, which that's okay. You can do that. Just keep it at a minimum sometimes. Don't go too over the top. Put in people that the player base would be interested in. Nothing too, no one too controversial. No one too controversial this time. Be a little bit more mindful as to who you add. Make sure it's people that have no dirt on them or anything like that. Just really good, positive people who are known, people who deserve the icon skin. Having the icon skin is kind of a big deal in Fortnite, because Fortnite, in a way, I wouldn't say is like the best game ever made, but it's pretty close. And people who are in it, it's like, hey, you deserve to be in it, or hey, it's cool that you're in Fortnite or whatever. Okay, yeah, I'm not using that thing. Someone else can. Maybe it needs to be paired with somebody else. Hold on. Hey, you said it's free? Alright, I'll take it. Fine, I'll take it. Maybe it just needs to be paired with somebody else. Let's see. hearing, but I'm not seeing. Please. I've tried doing the whole lockdown trick before, but it doesn't seem to work out. Stop. There we go. Awesome. I need some more. I need movement, and I need some more ammunition for... Yeah, I can definitely use some more ammunition. Swarm. I like using the swarm, but I'll use the swarm. Ammo for the swarm! That's not great. How about movement? Can I get some movement, please? Hey! Awesome. We got movement. Get some, kid. Ah, dang it. Ugh. This thing does... It alarms them. That's really what it does. It just alarms them. Yeah, it locks up. And we're stuck in this. So if I smash here, then I can finally... Yeah, I can't spam for some reason. He's gone. Doesn't help that I'm getting ganked. I was getting shot in all angles. There we go. Reload everything. We did damage. Wasn't a whole lot though. Gotta reorganize. Move it here. I think he's coming after me. I think I got two coming after me. Hey guys, for the hammer, do you guys think 20 seconds is a little bit long? I think 20 seconds is a little bit long. Not gonna lie, I think 20 seconds is a little bit long. Time is it? Okay, so around like about 10 minutes, we're gonna actually switch to a different game. Probably gonna do my Destiny because it could just take the 1 hour, and then we're gonna go to For Honor. And then we may or may not actually come back to this. I'm not sure because I haven't done OG yet, so I kind of want to see how OG's doing. So probably after this match, I'm going to cut it for a little bit, and then right around 9ish, I'll be back with Destiny 2, doing the Iron Banner, and probably doing some other things. And then we'll do For Honor, and then we'll probably start the late night streams with Apex Daily, because all I have is the daily, so I may or may not stream that because I just don't. Dailies don't really take that long to do. Like, they don't take a whole hour to do, that's for sure. Did not realize I'm down in the top 10. Had a rough start, but it did get a little bit better. So yeah, pretty much after this match, I'm going to take a quick break and then come back with Destiny, and then we'll do the Iron Banner. That should take like an hour, and then we'll switch again to For Honor, which will take a little while, because I'm going to be playing that, because I did not do yesterday's reset of dailies, so I figured, you know what, I could probably save them, and then we'll have a stream-a-thon, and then I will end the night on my YouTube with some Wushang Fallen Feathers. That is a mute stream, so I have no commentary or anything until I go through it a second time. When did they pull this? Hold on. Hold on a second. When did they pull that? When did they pull that? What the heck? Yo, when did they actually pull that? I really want to know. 'Cause I don't go over to that area very often, so I don't know this stuff. Yeah, it had me duped. I had no idea. That's crazy. place yet? That thing yet? Or probably not. No one wants to take the chance to. Well, it's so late in the game. Stuff like this you don't really want to take a chance on. Whoa! He's being shot. I had no. Couldn't get a beat on him for a second there. Seriously. Go. What's this? You want to be seen. Well, I see you. He's in the ravine, right down the way there. There he is. There you go. Not really for nothing, kid, but I would want to go for ring advantage immediately. I would not want to make any noise. There you are. at the tip top of that. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, buddy, you thought, but when I see that head silhouetted like that, I'm taking those shots. That's how you end it right there, guys. That is how you end it right there. Okay, so um, so if you guys are on TikTok, come on over to Twitch. I will be booting up TikTok stream again, but we are shifting over right now to D2. Great flow today, but the update, unfortunately, let's take one last tally before we switch over. We're gonna go here, and let's see, we're just going to kind of blatantly round off what we're looking at here. Let's see, hold on, let me get my calculator. Let's do a bit of a roundup here. I'm going to either round up or I'm going to round down, okay? So, 3K for ballistics, 18K for OG, 0 OG, 145. Yeah, we'll do 145 actually. And then we got 2K with the ranked 0 build. Well, with ranked royal actually. So, oh, both. Both actually. So you know what? For both ranked modes, I'm going to add them. And it's going to be 5K for both of these. Reload is holding decently at, we're going to round up to 26. Reload 0 build is 17. Ranked reload for build, we're going to say 25. We're going to say 2 for 0 build. Brick life is actually on the board with 1K. Festival, surprisingly, is up. We're going to round it to 7. Let's see. Battle stage songs, we're going to say it's at 415. No, 416. Okay, well, we won't. Let's see. We'll kind of roughly estimate that. Save the World at 12K. We'll round up Rocket League to 1K. And then we will 1K for Party Royal, 2K for Creative. I don't know what. Oh, that's tournament, so there wouldn't be anyone in there. So we are roughly looking at 267-ish thousand playing the Epic Islands. 267 or so thousand players. I'm kind of adding Jam and I'm adding the music ones together. That kind of makes 1K, 1.5K. So roughly 266,500 players on the Epic Islands. Wow, that is literally one whole quarter of what 0 builds and builds used to perform separately just a couple of months at the beginning of the year. That is insane, with 0 build at the top, with over 145K. Wow. Wowie. Where's regular at? Oh wait, hold on. there we go. Regular is at 80. So we're looking at, okay, so that's totally different. So we're looking at well over 300,000, 350,000. 350,000. Okay, so well about 350, 60, 70-ish thousand. Okay, they did not add these here. Okay, they don't have these down here. Okay. Still, we used to see those numbers in one mode. Okay, well, that's it for Fortnite. So let's switch on over to Destiny 2. Thank you guys for those who came by, just passing through, saying hi or whatever. Appreciate it. Now let's switch gears here.